What do you enjoy so much about pushing others and yourself to make mistakes and try new things?
It's all about making mistakes. And I've made a lot of them. And they've been embarrassing and hard to deal with. But you've got to keep doing. If you're not making mistakes, you're probably not trying anything new. So it's a real, if you want a barometer on whether you're trying to be innovative or pushing the boundaries, then mistakes is the barometer. And if you get it wrong, as long as you don't get it wrong too often, or the same thing wrong, more than once, it's a great indicator of the fact that you're trying things. I think, big companies don't like to make mistakes, and that's probably the real problem. But I like some of the things that Facebook are doing. They just roll out something, they try it, people hate it, they deal with it. You're not making progress if you're not making mistakes.
Yeah.
Esther Dyson says, always make new mistakes, and it's completely right. You have to be able to deal with it as well. You do need to be confident, and you do need to be resilient to criticism.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's hell of important. I remember one of the biggest public mistakes that Moo made, the code that we'd rolled out at some point, it was probably 2007, 2008, made all the sticker book orders that were placed in a period of a week blue. Made the covers, normally you can come in 6 different colours or something, in pink, blue, green, whatever. And it defaulted all the covers to blue. And we didn't spot it in the warehouse, and no one saw it. It was like I don't know how many thousand orders all had these blue covers, and people get to choose. So they are essentially paying for a blue one or a green one or whatever. And so terrible mistake. It wasn't the end of the world. Customers probably would have been a bit pissed, but they wouldn't have said we're never going to shop with you. But anyway, we were all very worried about it internally because it said something about our internal practices that we could make this kind of mistake and it would physically affect orders. Anyway, we sat down and had a meeting, and I remember speaking to our creative director, Denise, about the email that we're going to write. So we wrote an email from Little Moo, who's our printing software that personally writes to all of our customers.
Yeah.
And he's made up, right? He's not really real. He's just a piece of software. And he wrote this kind of very sweet apology in a sort of a child's voice. He wrote this apology. And we got hundreds of emails to all these people. We got hundreds of emails back. People saying, "Oh, Little Moo, it doesn't matter. It's okay. I love my sticker book anyway, Little Moo." And then they had, this. It was obviously, it was so obvious that that Little Moo is not real. Obviously, he's not a robot. He's written by us. He's an invention of mine. It's a figment of our imaginations. And people wrote back, as if this was a real robot mistake. I mean, the way that it has been described is, you can't hear Little Moo because he obviously writes in text only, but the way that it was being described in the past was, his voice was like Japanese robot nanny, was the way. He was kind of this sort of sweet, childish view of the world. And people reacted in this really human way. Yeah. And it became a big deal. And I think people, had an affection with us for this mistake that we'd made. So great to make mistakes, even better to make mistakes and apologize and reconnect with people. Yeah. It makes you seem human. It allows you to show that you're human. And humans make mistakes. That's what makes us human, right? Otherwise we'd be machines. So I think as long as you apologize and you fix things, because we're constantly fixing things if we make mistakes. It's really important. Do right by customers.